Wakey akey, eggs and bakey. Welcome to the second series of our How to Succeed in the 21st Century. I'm going to give to you today the second P in the 7 P's to succeed. And that P is professionalism. And what that is that's usually a following as a business or occupation, usually engaged in as a pastime. There are 3 A's in that make you be a true professional. And I like to consider that the awesome A's of professionalism. And that's your attitude, your attendance, and your attire. I always tell my team, and I even myself, act as if you're happy, even if you're not. Because when you have a pleasant attitude, people will always want to do business with you. There are some things that go on, certain things that happen even with the business. The client may be late, the client may be irate, certain things may happen, the person may be off schedule, the person may be going through tough times. However, if you have a pleasant attitude and you act as if you're happy even if you're not, people will still want to do business with you. I teach my assistants, even if the client call you a black son of a biscuit eater, you still remain cool, calm, and collected. Never let them see you sweat, and act as if you're happy, because when you're nice to mean people, they eventually become nice to you. And also be guarded with what you share with your clients or share with your people you do business with. I'm like, why tell the person that your car broke down when they ain't no mechanic? If they can't help you come out the situation, you really don't need to be sharing it with them. So I'm a firm believer of you have to have a pleasant attitude, act as if you're happy, even if you're not, because eventually you will become happy and you will attract more happiness to you. So number 1 is have the pleasant attitude. Number 2 in that is you want to have the attendance up to par. I teach my staff and people on time is ahead of time, because that's better time. When you can show up early and you can be there before the job even begins, that says something about you. You know, the early bird gets the worm. Not only that, I have gotten so many jobs, so many referrals, and been able to do so many different things in my life simply because I showed up on time. Not only that, I show up ahead of time. I teach my staff, work doesn't begin at 8. You don't show up at 8. Work begins at 8. So you need to be here at least 7:45. Not only that, when you're on time, people with money, they don't have a lot of time usually. And the thing about that is they want people to respect their time. Gone is the day where people want to be with you all day. No one wants to spend all that time with you. And also, the longer they're with you, the longer it's going to take. So you always want to respect people's time. You want to show up early, be there ahead of time, and get in the habit of doing so. Set the alarms 15 minutes early. Set your clock 15 minutes early. Think I need to leave an hour early. But when you start to respect people's time and your attendance is up to par and you're ahead of time, people will want to do business with you more and more and more, because they realize not only do you respect their time, but you also have a pleasant attitude. The final A in the awesome A's of professionalism is your attire. And I always say dress to impress, but also look like the professional or look like the expert. If you go to the doctor office and he got on Timberlands and baggy jeans and he coming in here and do something to you, you can be like, well, where you going? Are you sure you the doctor? Same with your profession. Look like a fitness trainer. Look like a chef. Look like a beauty professional. Look like a physician. Look like the person who you say you are. If you say you're this person and you do that thing, then look like it and let your appearance look like it, your tools, your stations, your work areas. But you always have to have your attire up to par. I remember when I used to work at one salon and he would tell me, make it look expensive. Don't come with wrinkled shirts. Don't come with that. I remember working at a salon in Maryland, and I wanted to work at this upscale salon. So what I started doing was changing my shirts and making sure that all of them were collared. I made sure that my clothes was very good and that people would look at me and think I was the owner. Lo and behold, the salon I wanted to work at recruited me and called me, and next thing you know, I'm walking on top of Louis Vuitton because I already had that mindset of I need to dress to impress where I'm at. So you always want to have your attitude on point, your attendance up on point, and your attire, because you want to look like the professional so that people respect you and give you the money you deserve. The second P in the 7 P's to succeed is professionalism. Thank you. Have a great week, and I'll be back for part 3.